Grand Rising. Today I am the God Dog. The God Dog. Look at me. These glasses make me look even smarter, huh? Did you know Whoa, excuse me. Oopsie. Did you know that the only thing you can take from you from this place is your memory? That's why your memory is really, really important. And it's really important that you build good memories. Yes. Yes, it is. Because that's what you take with you. Okay? It's like stored in your star. Your star is your storehouse, silly. That's how you get what you give, right? And it's like banked. So the next life, you kind of pick up on that too. You kind of like carries over, like your star credits. Yeah, so like your star credits, they like carry over into the next life. So that's why like some people, they don't like the idea of having to come back here and like work out their karma that they created in their last life. But I mean, if you don't want to create the karma, guys, don't create it. Okay, you got to learn to start thinking ahead, like lifetimes ahead. Okay, because there's no way we could possibly know everything in one life. I mean, come on, like only 100 years, and humans don't even live to 100 years. They live to like what, 60, 65? Hopefully when we start learning our bodies better, we can like get past the 100-year mark. I'm really thinking like this age of Aquarius is going to bring in just the right energy. It's going to help us all like wake up as a collective, because technically everybody who's waking up now, they were supposed to wake up, because it's like set in the clock to wake up at this time. The age of Aquarius, and a lot of people, they don't know that if they believe in Jesus, that Jesus even talked about the age of Aquarius. He was the man with a pitcher of water in the king's chamber. And like Aquarius is directly opposite the king's chamber. So technically the age of Aquarius is the full fire effect of the king's chamber opposition. I mean, it's like purple fire on fire. Because purple fire is like hot fire. And okay, so like winter, when winter comes, guess what? Purple, deep dark purple. Hello, that's super, super cold also. So like purple can be cold and hot. What? And then they go to try to say purple isn't a real color. It's like, guys, really? Red plus blue equals purple. So anyways, I thought I would talk about that. And then, because we're in like Capricorn right now, this is like Capricorn, right? The goat, because he's the greatest of all time. He's like the first head leader for Saturn besides Aquarius it's coming, which is like begin and again. It's like so many begin ends on the wheel, you guys. It's like, whoa, I need to learn all these stories. And I know them. I know them really good because I was shown them, right? Wow, these glasses like really help me get into character. I'm just feeling so intelligent. So anyways, I thought I would share with you the story I've already shared before. But every story, there's a flip side. So that's really good to know, because every coin has a flip side. Just like every story, there's like two sides to the story. So with the goat, I showed you how he started out as this cute little alligator. Lots of people don't like alligators, but I just love alligators. They're so cute. They got them little spikes and their teeth. Just so freaking cute, you guys. And he's swimming, right? And then he gets out of the water and he becomes the goat, right? And then he goes up the wheel and he sheds his horns, and then he becomes the unicorn at the top of the wheel. So the cute alligator becomes the goat, and then he becomes the unicorn. Well, the flip side of that story is, remember I told you about the lamb who's the ram, and how the goat and the lamb, their stories like kind of run side by side? Yes. Guess what the flip side of the story is with a goat. Guess. Okay, it is when the little goat gets close to the ram on the wheel, they have a fight. They like tussle with their horns. So like a goat's horn isn't like a ram's horn. A ram's horn's like curly. And so they kind of have that little wrestling, right? And the lamb does win. He wins, you guys. But the goat, him not bad. Him not bad. He still become the unicorn. And then the lamb, he goes to be with Mary. Okay? The Virgo. The Virgin. I don't know what that means. Mary, something about Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. And then he gets slaughtered. He gets harvested. Oh, but that's what happens with the lamb chops. That's what happens with the lamb chops. It's already been written in the wheel, and that's what happens. Right? So technically, the goat, him got to be the unicorn. The lamb, him got harvested. Yeah. Something about that. We should pay attention to it. But the good news about the lamb is he has a miraculous resurrection back to life. Wow! So he didn't even really die, you guys. It was just a joke. Oh, God's a comedian, and so am I. I'm having so much fun in this lifetime. So yeah, you should really try to build good memories when you're here. If you didn't have an opportunity to do that when you was a child, maybe you could do that for yourself when you get to be an adult, right? I don't want to talk about like shoving stuff in a closet or like putting stuff away in a closet. You should really like deal with your problems if you're having a hard time and not having fun here. Maybe like sit with yourself and try to figure out what you need to change. What could you change to make your life better? Anyways. Yeah. So you could be a happy little goat or a happy little lamb. For those who've read the Bible, Jesus was the goat. He was the scapegoat. The black scapegoat. And the lamb. He was both. And so am I. I'm both. Okay. Now you need to know too, that extra story I just shared about the goat and the lamb, it's also seen in the story of Pisces, the two fish, right? One of the fish goes off into destruction and one goes into the waters of life. So, kind of, in that scenario, the one that went off into destruction was the lamb, right? And the other goes into the waters of life, which we find in Aquarius, because Aquarius is a water bearer. I would know because I'm Aquarius. Yeah, and then on my side reel, because I follow all my characters, I follow my alter egos through the calendars because there's so many. I might as well know what I am in every single calendar, right? So I'm a horse and a Capricorn also. Wow. So all my stories like fit me. Yeah, and then I started examining my name, the numerology in my name, the numbers in my name. Wow, and they even opened up even more doors to who I am. And then guess what? We get to pick our new name. What are you going to pick for your new name? Have you ever thought about naming yourself a new name? Wouldn't that be awesome to do that? Who's going to stop you? Who's going to tell you no? Who's going to tell you not to do that? I am Synexia. Synexia. That's what I chose. I really like it too.